Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. What happens when a secret buried for years suddenly explodes in the middle of Coronation Street, and two people who once trusted each other end up in a full-blown public showdown? This week when Weatherfield things spiral into chaos when Becky's hidden crime finally comes to light. The shocking revelation pushes Lisa to her emotional breaking point, leading to a heated confrontation on the Cobbles that turns physical and leaves the entire community stunned. Alright, Coronation Street fans, this week on the Cobbles was absolute chaos. One of those weeks where you sit there watching and thinking, there is no way this can get any worse, and then somehow it does. What started as quiet suspicion slowly grew into a massive scandal that rocked the entire community of Weatherfield. For a while now, viewers have been noticing that Becky wasn't acting like herself. She seemed jumpy, constantly on edge, and weirdly defensive anytime someone even hinted at talking about the past. At first, most of the neighbors brushed it off. Life in Weatherfield is stressful enough, and people assumed Becky was just going through a rough patch. But a few residents weren't buying it. Little by little, odd moments started piling up. Becky avoided certain conversations, slipped away whenever uncomfortable topics popped up, and reacted way too strongly when anyone asked simple questions. It wasn't long before whispers began circulating around the street. People started wondering if she might be hiding something far more serious than simple stress. And as we all know, secrets on Coronation Street never stay buried forever. The tension keeps building through small discoveries and bits of overheard conversations until eventually someone pieces together the truth. That someone is Lisa, who has already dealing with her own emotional struggles before this bombshell even dropped. The moment Lisa finds evidence that Becky committed a shocking crime, everything changes. This isn't just a rumor or a vague suspicion anymore. It's proof. And the worst part, Lisa had trusted Becky completely. In fact, she had defended her when the other people started questioning her strange behavior. She stood up for her when others were whispering behind her back. So when Lisa realizes the truth, the betrayal hits her like a truck. Word spreads across Weatherfield at lightning speed. 1 minute people are chatting casually, and the next the entire street is buzzing with shock. Some neighbors flat out refuse to believe Becky could do something so serious. Others say the evidence speaks for itself and the truth can't be ignored. In the middle of all that tension stands Lisa, barely holding her emotions together. And then, the moment everyone will be talking about for weeks finally happens. Right there on the cobbles, with people watching from doorways and windows, Becky tries to walk away from the growing confrontation. Maybe she thinks she can avoid it. Maybe she hopes the situation will blow over. But Lisa isn't letting that happen. She steps right in front of Becky and blocks her path, demanding answers. No more dodging questions, no more pretending everything is fine. Lisa wants the truth, and she wants it now. At first, Becky sticks to denial. She claims the accusations are nonsense. According to her, the rumors are misunderstandings or lies created by people trying to destroy her reputation. But Lisa isn't fooled for a second. With every excuse Becky throws out, Lisa's frustration grows stronger. The crowd around them gets bigger as neighbors stop to watch, and the air becomes thick with tension. Everyone can feel that the situation is about to explode. Lisa's voice rises as the argument escalates. She accuses Becky of betraying not just her personally, but the entire community that welcomed her with open arms. The words hit hard, and you can see Becky starting to crack under the pressure. Then Becky fires back. In a desperate attempt to defend herself, she snaps that Lisa has no right to judge her, and that single commitment is like throwing a match onto gasoline. Lisa completely loses control, overcome with anger and heartbreak. She suddenly shoves Becky right there in front of everyone. The crowd gasps as the argument instantly turns physical. Becky stumbles back, stunned that the confrontation escalates that far. For a second, it feels like time freezes. The emotions are way too intense for things to come down easily. Lisa keeps pressing for answers, demanding that Becky finally admits what she's done. The scene becomes one of the most explosive moments the street has seen in years. Friends rush forward, trying to separate them before things got even worse. Some people are shouting at Lisa to come down before she gets herself into serious trouble. Others turn straight to Becky, asking the question everyone wants answers. Is it true? Under the weight of all those eyes staring at her, Becky finally starts to fall apart. The confidence she tried to hold on to disappears. Tears well up in her eyes as she realizes there's no escaping the truth anymore. And then she confesses. Her voice shakes as she admits the rumors are real. She reveals that she admitted the crime and has been hiding it for far longer than anyone suspected. The reaction is immediate. Shock ripples through the crowd. People who defended Becky feel completely blindsided, while those who suspected something all along exchange grim looks that say, I knew it. Lisa stands there shaking, trying to process what she's just heard. The confession confirms her worst fears. The betrayal isn't just about the crime, it's about the lies that followed. She trusted Becky, she believed their friendship meant something, and now that trust is completely shattered. After the confrontation, the entire street is left rattled. Neighbors gather in small groups whispering about what happened, trying to figure out how such a huge secret managed to stay hidden for so long. Some sympathize with Lisa, saying anyone would have reacted the same way after discovering such a betrayal. Others worry that her violent outbursts could land her in serious trouble. Meanwhile, Becky is left humiliated and exposed in front of everyone she once called neighbors. The life she built in Weatherfield suddenly feels like it's slipping away. And things only get worse when authorities begin taking an interest in the case. Rumors start flying about what might happen next. Could Becky be arrested? Will she face legal consequences? No one really knows yet, but the uncertainty hangs over the community like a storm cloud. For Lisa, the emotional crash comes later. After the adrenaline fades, she is left exhausted and questioning her actions. She knows losing control like that could have consequences of its own. But at the same time, she can't ignore that deep sense of betrayal that pushed her to that breaking point. Friends try to reassure her, saying most people would have reacted the same way. Still, Lisa wonders if she handled it the wrong way. The violence might overshadow the real issue, Becky's crime. What makes this storyline so powerful is how it captures the complicated emotions that come with betrayal. It shows how quickly relationships can fall apart when trust is broken and secrets finally come out. And as the days go on, the fallout keeps spreading through Weatherfield. People start taking sides, heated debates break out at the pub, and the once close-knit community suddenly feels divided. Some believe Becky deserves sympathy depending on what pushed her into that situation. Others insist actions have consequences and that she must face the truth. Right in the middle of it all is Lisa, trying to regain control of her life after the explosive confrontation that changed everything. Despite all the chaos, there's also a hint that both women might learn something from this moment. Lisa is forced to reflect on the power of anger and what happens when it boils over. Becky, meanwhile, now has to decide whether she will take the responsibility for what she's done or keep trying to justify it. Either way, the storyline has delivered one of the most intense and unforgettable moments on Coronation Street in a long time. And if this week proved anything, it's that life on the Cobbles can turn upside down in the blink of an eye. The fallout from Becky's confession could reshape relationships across Weatherfield, while Lisa's outburst might create problems for her even though the truth about the crime has finally come out. Honestly, this confrontation felt raw and real. and it shows exactly why Coronation Street drama still hits so hard when secrets explode in public. So, what do you think? Was Lisa justified in losing her temper after discovering Becky's secret, or did she go too far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Coronation Street drama updates.